What's going on, guys? Today we are finally doing a lot to the Jeep. Now, it's been a while since I've done a video, and I apologize for that. We have been trying to figure out our own stuff, and then we don't really have like a working space. As you can see, I'm finally in a garage. A lot of you might remember Derek. He was rocking the LJ. I'm over at his house today, and we are finally getting into our Overland build. Now, it's been a long time since I've actually went off-road. It's been way too hot here in Arizona. We already took off our old roof rack. I was running the E.mpty roof rack. It was like the basket rack, 3/4. You can get the full rack. I really liked it. There was a couple of things that I didn't like. One was that the paint that came on it, it rusted pretty easy. I mean, I'm in Arizona. There's really no reason for it to rust. We haven't gone in snow. We haven't been on the coast with it. And it started to rust in a couple of places, so I wasn't a huge fan of that. Goes on and off easily. There was a spot on there that was a little bit of an operator error, so I got some damage on my door. That one was on me, that's not the rack. I should have installed it a little bit better, but it's not good for a rooftop tent. So what we're gonna do is I have a DeeZee rack that we're going to install today, and that's what I'm gonna have my rooftop tent on top of. And it's just been a while getting there. Additionally, we have the goose gear system that replaces the back floorboard, or I guess like the back trunk area, and also it replaces the seats. So I've been toying with the idea of taking all the seats out, or even just like leaving one seat in there, that way just in case, we can always fit a passenger. And then we have the Dometic, or the Front Runner slide. So Front Runner makes the Dometic coolers. This is a slide that is specifically designed for those coolers. I have the XL, so it's really for the 95 to I think 100 or 110 liter cooler. I have the 45 liter, but what I can do is put it in there and then put all of my like kitchen equipment in there so it will slide out. So that's what we have planned for the day. Let's check it out. Maybe we just get the roof rack on, because I don't even have the rooftop tent yet, but we'll find out when we have it on recording. Small little hiccup whenever you're getting things from Facebook Marketplace is this bracket didn't come with any protection. And since we got this from Facebook Marketplace, we don't have a way to like really reach out and say, hey, I didn't get whatever with some protection on it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this like really heavy duty electrical tape that's rated for like outside stuff, and I'm just wrapping around it to have a layer of protection on this bracket, so that way when it's mounted to our fiberglass, it's not going to mess up the fiberglass. It worked really well with my last rack. It just have some residue on there, but this shouldn't leave any residue because it's not making direct contact with the actual sticky side. It's just wrapped around this bracket and should give us a little bit of support with enough leeway that it'll have a good brace to it.
There are tons of racks out there, and I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with this rack. Installing it was super simple, as all I had to do was assemble it right before I put it on the Jeep, line it up wherever I wanted to have it, and then what I'm doing here is just hand tightening the bolts so that way I can make minor adjustments later if I didn't like the position that I have it at. If you're working with your buddy, make sure you ask him to help you out, because that's going to save you a lot of time and get you out of the heat and out of the garage faster.
We're just going to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. So the GoPro ended up getting overheated, and I don't want to keep Derek out in this heat too long. So what we already did is we installed the front here. I'll show you guys a little piece over on that side, but we installed the front with the wind deflector We're gonna get some final measurements, but before we do, we're gonna install the back, and then it'll just be a matter of, okay, this is installed, let's button it up and make sure that everything's level and good. So we're almost done. As I am recording here and Derek's doing all the work. So let me get a good angle so I can show you guys what we're doing. Yeah, we'll record us doing the back end. Derek really likes doing the back end. Oh.
I knew what it was. Just out of habit, she comes around the corner.
And we got it on recording. Look, 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 they're totally unfazed. They're like, nah, we didn't just rip their head off or nothing.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. Yeah, they do look upset, don't they?
After a brief panic period, Derek and I got back to work installing the rest of this roof rack.
That's just how a couple of fools do business. First try, ×2. And just like that, we have the roof rack complete. All thanks to that guy over there. Oh, am I touching him?
All right, so one of the things I like to do is always check my work, and it's a lot more fun when you're checking your work on somebody else's Jeep to make sure that it's nice and solid. And this DeeZee rack is really solid, very secure. We're pretty happy with the install. It's a great product.
Look at that, golly.
Supports me.
So that concludes part 1 of our Overland build series. As you can see, we've already made some adjustments and we're gonna have some more videos soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel down below so that way you don't miss out on how we build out our Overland rig. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to continue making these videos. So I wanna give a big thank you to each and every one of you who's subscribed already. We really enjoy making these videos and bringing content to y'all. I also want to give a shout out to Derek. Without him, none of this would be possible, so thank you, sir. And as always, we will see you guys in the next one.